Want tropical garden vibes without blowing your water bill? Let's turn your dry beds into a jungle oasis. I have a list of 15 plants to create that island escape of your dreams. For a tropical garden, there are 3 main goals you want to aim for in each plant. You don't need to get all of them, but the more the better. First, you want large leaves. Now, keep in mind this is in relation to how big the plant is. You can get away with like an Ajuga ground cover because its leaves are large for the plant that size. Ajuga also works because of your second desire, shiny leaves. Leaves that reflect back light just make you feel that island breeze. Your third goal is tropical color. This means saturated warm colors like this beautiful petunia or this cascading rose lobelia or these island-colored alstroemerias. None of these like it dry, mind you, but I wanted to use them as an example of the color you need if you're going to achieve a dry tropical garden. I'm Gardener Koo, and let's start over in the shade. Our first one is Clivia miniata. This is a lily relative. These have beautiful flowers in the spring and in the fall that are bright orange. Love them. Next to it, we have the Japanese laurel, also known as akupa. These grow a little slow, but they make a great cut leaf, and they add some nice leaf color in the shade. Next to it, we have the beautiful Pteris tremula. Now, this is the Australian brake fern. And like the name suggests, they tremble in the wind, so they add some nice movement to the garden. I once forgot to water mine for 3 months, and it was totally fine. And it was summer. And then finally, the piece de resistance, Fatsia japonica, one of my favorites. This makes such a statement in a garden. It's big, it's shiny, it's tropical. Just been joined by my little co-pilot Nacho here to talk about Begonia Santa Cruz Sunset. This one adds that tropical color I was talking about, that deep saturation. It looks like it's on fire. These bloom freely almost all summer long and into the fall. Our next plant is Begonia Paul Hernandez. He gets 4 to 6 feet tall, 4 foot in a pot, and likes low to moderate water. He really just adds that tropical effect. Before we head over to the sun worshipers, please hit like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any ideas for dry tropical plants. All right, now over to the Daystar. For our Daystar plants, the absolute best one for your garden is Bromeliads. They hit all of the 3 rules. They have big leaves, they have colorful leaves, and they have shiny leaves. I have a whole bunch of families here. I have Acmea, Bilbergia, Portea, and Neoregelia. And they can take a lot of water or very little water, honestly. They just use their roots to anchor themselves to things. They don't actually get any water through them. They get all of their nutrients and water through their cups. All right, here we have Agave Attenuata, also known as the foxtail agave. And unlike other agaves, this one's actually quite nice. It has no spines to attack you. They like full sun, low water, but you can get away with part shade, and they make such a bold statement in the garden with these giant rosettes. Our next one is Cannas. Look at these big, lush red leaves. Cannas come in a whole bunch of different colors. They come in yellow, they come in pink, they come in a nice variegated white, and this one is Canna australis. Cannas do need regular water to look their best, but you can get away with pretty low water and they'll still look, 90%. They're not picky about soils. They can take like full clay to sand to really nice soil. And also there's a species Canna that I grow that looks just super tropical with the green leaves with a red edge. So our next one is Castor Bean. Look at these big shiny leaves. These are actually a weed in Southern California, but they are a great plant for your tropical garden. They come in different leaf colors. You can get a really nice red, and they require very little care, very little water, and they are not picky about soil at all. Our next one is Ajuga, this dark green ground cover. It has big leaves for its size, and they're also shiny. They also have the bonus of blue flowers in the spring and kind of sporadically through the summer. Ground covers are really great for a garden because they make it look complete. Once you have all the ground covered with plants, it looks done. So I ran out of room on the ground and decided, let's start rooftop gardening. Kidding. Actually, we put in a fire pit last year, and when I was sitting there, I noticed there wasn't really anything interesting to look at looking this direction. So I added these plants up here and put lights on them at night, and now it just adds a lot more drama, and you get some fun shadows as well. These are great plants for the dry garden as well. This is Epiphyllum or orchid cactus. It gets these giant 10-inch flowers in neon colors, pinks and oranges and reds. It's very easy to grow and it likes part sun. And above my head is a Tetrapanax papyrifer. Can't say that word, or rice paper plant. It is a giant shrub. It gets to like 10 feet tall. It can take full sun to full shade. Not many plants can do that, and it is just great for adding drama to the garden. For an imposing tropical presence in your garden, I recommend the Strelitzia Nicolai, or the giant bird of paradise. These need little water once established, and they also have beautiful white bird of paradise flowers in some season that I don't remember. They come from the Cape region in South Africa, and it is my favorite place in the world, Table Mountain being my own personal mecca. All of the coolest plants come from there. So many in your own gardens that you don't even know. Gladiolas, calla lilies, just so many more. So my absolute favorite for the dry tropical garden is Philodendron bipinnatifidum. Sorry for the pronunciation. This plant gets huge. It gets to 10 feet tall, has these enormous leaves, and it can take full sun to full shade. It just screams tropics. Some others I haven't mentioned are like agapanthus, palms, or tree ferns. So go out there today and make your own tropical oasis, where the mojitos flow freely and you can hear the gypsy kings floating on the wind. I'm Gardener Koo. El Nacho is AWOL. Go get your hands dirty.